Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Look at this 4Runner. Will you ever believe this baby has 343,000 miles on the odometer. It's a 1997 4Runner 4-wheel drive limited. So this one has all the options. The V6 engine, 5EZ FE. She is California truck. It was passed on in the family, and I believe most of her life she spent in that Central Valley. So total heat, dry. That area has through the summer like 110 Fahrenheit. For a couple of months it's super hot, dry. So the truck is coming from there, passed in family, up here in Northern California. I'm inspecting her today for the first time, and I'm amazed. Again. We know it. We know the Toyotas last forever if they are being taken care of, or if they are not being taken care of. That's the most bizarre thing. These generations, you might even abuse them and be late on oil changes, and transmission fluid might look horrible and they still perfectly shift. So to my no surprise, on the test drive she was driving very well, perfect, no problem. And I want to show you what you expect from a 4Runner with 343,000 miles on the odometer. What is that incredible shape? And she completely drives fine. It's amazing. Let's look in the interior, right? So limited option. It has everything, 4-wheel drive. The only thing, this panel, it's slightly off because as we roll in the seat and out, that's off. But look at the quality of the other stuff. I mean, will you think this can be in such a good shape being so old? You can see that rear differential lock. The leather, this is a steering leather on these limited, and it's still not damaged. There are no chunks of it missing. It's absolutely amazing. You can see it's 343,920 miles. Look at the area. I believe this is a fake wood, but it's in perfect condition. I will be not removing the seat covers and looking on the seat under. But look, here is that down back window meaning in the rear hatch. There is this power change. Everything is in the good shape. It's amazing. Obviously, as we know, the dashboard doesn't have any cracks. It's just fantastic. We have that window. Here are the switches for it. These are not falling down, right? They could be bad on the newer generations, but totally fine. Everything works correctly. It's very easy to open. Just give you a little peek. I'm not sure why the owners took these down, but everything works. Let's look on the roof. It has that's not an aftermarket, right? That came from the factory, the roof rack. Everything is pretty good. It has a tow, and there is even that electric breaker. These are making a little bit of noise, but you see how the trunk is ginormous, right? Everything is cool. It has that tow package here and electric breaker, so you will think if somebody tows with it and it has so many miles, they will destroy the transmission, but no. Regarding the owners, everything is original. The engine or tranny weren't replaced yet, and I'm really anxious to see what condition it is. I will show you under the hood. And I just did a scan of the computer, and you will think somebody just replaced the battery. So you will think, oh, maybe it's not smoke ready, the monitors are still pending or something. No, it's completely, the emissions are green, everything, all the monitors are finished. There's absolutely no codes in that ECM, that engine computer. It's amazing. It's a Toyota. I don't want to forget about these rims. Like, look at this. This is original. How many times we replaced even at the dealer. On the later versions there was some rust crawling like a little spider webs under the paint on the rims. I personally replaced some rims under the warranty. Customers were getting brand new rims because there was a rust happening underneath it. This is super high mile vehicle. The rims looks absolutely excellent. What is not holding up is maybe here, right? Do you see that? The cracking? Okay, we found the first cosmetic thing. But even these step boards, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just amazing. I know, we know, but I just want to share it. This will be interesting. What is that? Is it that Locktronics auto security, like a satellite thing to find your vehicle if it's stolen? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. So obviously here the leak on the valve covers down there, it's not from the spilling the oil, but the valve cover leak is also here. So that's one of the most common things on this 3.4 liter 5VZFE, you know that. And that just confirms, right? You see all that dust? Well, it was in the fields. It was on, not directly on the farm, but it was being driven in like an orchard. So that's why the dust is everywhere. And if you look with me, we will look on the details, right? So this is full of dust, so it was not serviced correctly. The engine oil was so-so. There are some crazy things like this ground, it's completely damaged. So I will say she was not serviced correctly, and still she drives absolutely perfect. Do you see how black it is, right? It's so contaminated, that brake fluid. It was not taken care of. Yet the baby 4Runner just keeps driving. The belts were serviced, I can see that. There is new hose, right? You can see this was replaced. But in general I can see a negligence, or at least the negligence in the level of I inspect the vehicles. The battery is being held by the zip ties because somebody again didn't use the Toyota strap, this hook, let's say, right? It's broken. Somebody just bent it from the Ace Hardware or something, from the hardware store. They created their own hooks. The top strap is here, but these two hooks needs to be ordered from Toyota. There's a bunch of aftermarket touches. You can see it in the electric. So it's always scary, but bottom line, what do you say? This Toyota is absolutely incredible, isn't she? I think so. And it's funny how the vehicles were made. Look at that bumper, the chrome, it's not rusted. This is not gone. The headlights are not faded because they were actually made not out of plastic, but it's a glass. Alright, so in the modern headlights we are constantly fixing them because they will start fading. So you have to do the restoration or you replace them. That's up to you, obviously, how you deal with it. But it amazes me how the vehicles were built to last. They used quality materials. Super easy. This is so funny how easy it is open after so many miles. The mirrors are very large on this generation of the 4Runner. No wonder this generation still is being sold, even in the used condition like that and high miles, they still have a high value because they just keep serving to the owners. This engine has very rarely had gaskets. There were some, but in comparison with a previous 3-liter engine, which was terrible, and I actually will not let it enter this shop, I completely stopped touching those. That was a bad engine, V6 3-liter. This one is V6 3.4-liter. It's the opposite. Very rarely we will see head gaskets on those. So, what do you say? Are you also a big fan of this gen? I know a lot of people is. I have all stories how people searching for them. And it's funny, it's a 1997. I know a lot of people who has 1997 and they just keep running, keep serving. So I want to share this with you, something interesting. You can hear my own opinion about it and please share yours. I was wondering who can, in the comments, who can mention or who can share with us as the highest mileage 4Runner of this generation. I probably saw the highest was like 390, which I ever touched, which I ever had in my shop. This one is 344. So I wonder what you guys will say, what you saw as the highest mileage 4Runner of this gen. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumb up please and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Catch you later, alligator.